Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the last video of my tutorial series, the 7th one. I have linked all the videos in the description below, and also there is a playlist for all the tutorials I have done. So today I'm about to show you how you can be reduced to atoms like this. So this tutorial is not for beginners in my opinion, and by beginners I mean people who have not even touched After Effects. So I would recommend you watch my previous videos, link in the description or here. And this tutorial uses trapcode particular, which is a paid plugin, but you can also do it even without the plugin, and the plugin is free if you are a student. I will rate this 3.5 out of 5. So let's jump into After Effects without wasting any time, but first read the disclaimer.
By making this video, I'm not claiming that I know everything about filmmaking or VFX. I'm just learning as you are.
So I opened After Effects and named the project something, whatever you like. So I adjusted the clip, and right when the effect begins, I made a cut and lifted comp area. You can make a cut by pressing Ctrl+D. Yeah, so I masked myself in the upper layer where all the VFX will be done, and the bottom layer will remain as it is. Masking takes a lot of time, so make sure you make a good mask. Like, you don't have to make a perfect mask, but you have to make it almost perfect. So I feather it up and keyframe the mask so that when I move, the mask moves too. Yeah, so fast forward, and I've made more than one mask. I made one mask for the hand, one mask for the head, one mask for my body, and let's see how it looks. It looks okay, it's not perfect, but we don't have to be perfect. We have to be almost perfect, and I think that's enough. So let's pre-compose it and go to the pre-composed layer and see how it looks. Yeah, so it's okay. Now I double the first layer so that I can make a background layer like clean plate. So I remove myself from that, and now I will slide the first layer a little bit. Yeah, so in the mask I will make it from add to subtract, and now I'm gone and it's a clean plate. You can achieve this in the footage also, but I was lazy and didn't do it. And also you have to time freeze it so that it doesn't move. Now let's pre-comp the background layer and name it BG. Now let's see how it looks. Yeah, there are two. So yeah, we can fix it by again going to time and time freeze, because you have to time freeze the whole comp. Now it's time to create the dust layer. So I'll mask myself, again mask like this, and keyframe the path, and at the last I will move the mask like that, and after time to time I will keyframe it and do a like zigzag pattern. You can see in a while why. Yeah, so I will disappear like that. At least that's the plan. So I duplicated the layer and cleared its mask and created a new mask. Now it's time for the dust layer. So I created a mask which will act as the layer in which the dust will appear. So creating the mask in a zigzag way, like that, and make it add. I've just colored it so that it's more visible. So I keyframed the mask, and after a while I moved it a little bit and again moved it. You have to repeat this step again and again so that you can get a convincing result. You have to make this an add and not subtract. Because let's open that recomp and add a photo filter effect to it and make it a bit green or brown, whatever you want. I wanted to give it a color of dust. I added a tint, brown and white, and also added a photo filter of green, deep green, or you can use dark green, or you can use brown also. So I'm using Red Giant tools again because I love them. You can get a free version if you're a student. I've talked about them many times. So let's use trapcode particular for this effect. At particular, that's there. Yeah. So it's a particle simulator, and I will go to the emitter and make the particle per second like a huge number, 1 million something, and set the emitter type to layer and make it render in quarter or third because it takes too much graphical power. And don't forget to make your dust layer 3D. Now in layer emitter, set the layer to dust and source. Set the layer sampling to particle birth time, and you can see there is no particles because the emitter is too low and velocity is also low. So set the velocity to like 200 or something, and let's see how it's happening. Yeah, you can see the particles are really low, so we have to increase it again by too much amount. So let's see. Yeah, you can see the particles right now. In full rendering you can see more particles because it renders clearly. I will increase the particles a little bit more, so let's add another 0. Yeah, now it looks really good. And set the velocity to 500 by keyframing it, and after some time I will set it to 500. So 100, 200 and 500. Now in the particle setting, I will change the particle to cloudlet and select the size to 3. You see how much time it takes to render. And this is also because I am using OBS. And let's draw a graph for the opacity. So I will draw like a downward curve like this, so that the particle disappear after a while. And go to physics, select and go to air and select wind x to minus 20 or 30, whatever value fits you, so that it looks like a wind is blowing from left side to right side. Now let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks fine. Let's increase it a bit more. Maybe a bit more. And don't forget to add motion blur to it, because otherwise it will look bad.
So that is it, guys. This was the final tutorial of my tutorial series, at least for now. Hope I will do more in the future. And here's how the video will look like after some color grading. I have also added some camera shake to make it more interesting. The link is here for the tutorial. This tutorial series is over, but some new content is coming soon, and some new films and some new great stuff, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, leave a sub if you loved it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.